Hi, I'm Greg Schaefer. Welcome to the Virtual CISO Moment. I wanted to spend a couple minutes talking about the differences between information security and information technology security. This is not a new topic to this series, but I wanted to approach it from a little bit of a different angle today. And I think that my impetus for this is rooted in a few things. Some casual conversations with colleagues and talks with clients or prospective clients, and certainly some LinkedIn discussions recently. But when we're talking about terminology, we need to make sure that we're understanding what we're saying and that we understand that the other person understands what we're saying. Otherwise, we're kind of missing that communication. So to review, information technology security is about technical controls, firewalls, antivirus, monitoring, user endpoint behavior, analytics, those sorts of things that are more technical in nature. But information security is broader than that. It's takes into account policies, procedures, and other elements of the program. So where this becomes a danger is where you have one organization or one group that is just focused on the information technology compliance side of information security. And probably one of the better examples of that I can think of is PCI. So PCI, if you'll notice, really doesn't have a requirement for business continuity. Yet business continuity is a significant component of most frameworks. So you'll see it in ISO 27001. You'll see it in SOC 2, and for valid reasons, because availability, of course, is part of the security triad. And we want to make sure that we have that availability, and we want to make sure we protect it. But why isn't it really called out within PCI? Well, because PCI is really just concerned about the security of cardholder data. It's a slice of an element of an information security program, but in and of itself is not a overall measurement or really taking into account the rest of the information security program. In other words, PCI is only concerned about the cardholder data environment. In fact, PCI will say is one of the advice elements within the standard is limit the cardholder data environment, and that limits the audit environment. So what is that really saying? It's just like, well, you don't have to worry about the rest of your information security program if it's substandard. Well, from a PCI perspective, that might be true because they're just worried about the cardholder data. So what that results in is that if you have an organization that is PCI compliant, then they come under the false sense of security that, oh, since we're PCI compliant, then we have a strong security program. That may or may not be true. So this is going beyond the compliance doesn't equal security argument or statement that security professionals say all the time. Compliance is a snapshot in time, and security is more of an ongoing evolution, ongoing process about how to do business. But it goes beyond that, because now we're even talking about where the compliance aspect is not the full program of information security. So this was kind of a whim topic for me today. I thought that it was something that was worth pointing out, only because, again, it seems to be very prevalent that this sort of misconception comes into play. Then you mix into that cyber, and you have a whole different realm, because cyber security has been adapted to mean a whole variety of things to a whole lot of people. For me, cybersecurity and information technology security are pretty much synonymous. And I'm actually in the minority there, I believe. I think most people now see cybersecurity as information security. But you got to know what it is that you're referring to. From a personal note, I don't really know how to perform cybersecurity actions because I don't know what a cyber is. I've never seen one. I've never secured one. I don't know. Maybe it's like Bigfoot or something. So words matter. Information security program, That's the most common used wording in the standards. That's the wording you should adopt, and that's the understanding that you should adopt.